Fox 13 News, HD.
A pair of fugitives, suspected drug dealers from Davis County, are coming back to Utah tonight after being busted last week in Mexico.
The arrests of Lauren Fine and Jackie Randall are an example of a new level of cooperation between Mexican and U.S. law enforcement. But it was a Utah bail enforcement agent who was the key to this operation.
Here again is Fox 13's Scott McCain with part 2 of his special report.
When Fine and Randall skipped bail last month and went on the run, bounty hunter Jim Elliott sprang into action. It started a long, strange, and stressful trip from Davis County, Utah to San Felipe, Mexico. The operation ended successfully, and Elliott got it all on tape.
Underground!
These arrests on the streets of a Mexican resort town started with a drug bust in Layton, Utah. Lauren Fine and Jackie Randall were arrested in September for allegedly selling meth out of their home. They eventually posted bond, more than $110,000 between them, and got out of jail. Then word came of pending federal indictments, and the couple disappeared.
They made a beeline for the border, figured they were safe.
When they skipped bail, bounty hunter Jim Elliott went to work.
They're going to stay in Mexico for a while because they're safe, and then they were going to fly to London and just have the good life. But they didn't count on bail enforcement coming through.
Elliott flew from Utah to California, rented a car, then crossed the border at Tijuana into Mexico. Tipsters led him to Ensenada, then to San Felipe. After more than 2 days without sleep, countless cups of coffee, and hours of surveillance, he finally located the couple. But they seemed to sense police were close.
There they are.
And bolted as soon as they moved in.
Stop him, stop him.
That led to this wild ride through the streets of San Felipe.
High-speed chase Mexico.
Oh, yeah.
Elliott tagged along with Mexican police and recorded all the drama. Several minutes later, after a chase where speeds reached 120 miles an hour, Fine and Randall were in cuffs and in the early stages of being brought back to Utah.
Their faces say it all. I mean, they were just like stunned. They're probably still stunned.
While not necessarily stunned, Elliott was pleasantly surprised by the level of cooperation between Mexican and U.S. law enforcement. Federal drug cops in Utah say it's a recent and hard-fought development.
If they want to try and fugitive down to Mexico, we will hunt them down and we will capture them. We will bring them back to justice in the United States.
And everybody wants the bad guys off the streets.
On both sides of the border.
On both sides of the border.
Elliott says this case should serve as a warning for other fugitives who believe fleeing south of the border will lead to the good life.
This is how they were living. Wow, how nasty is this? You know, I don't think that they really thought the whole on-the-run thing through, because they were living in a shack of a trailer. It was just a shell. Hey, they got a nice bathroom in here. Nasty, no toilet, no shower, no water, no heat, nothing. It was just a box out in the middle of this little dirt road. They weren't living the good life.
Fine and Randall are currently in a federal holding facility in San Diego, California, awaiting extradition back to Utah. In studio, Scott McCain, Fox 13 News, Utah.